Welcome to CX Insider Mobile Edition. I'm your host, Bill Waller, and today we're going to talk about how to make mobile a winning sales channel. Last year, for the first time, more smartphones were sold than PCs. For us in the digital commerce space, that means we need to be thinking about designing for mobile first. It's mandatory, and it should be our major objective.
It's frustrating that it's so small. I wish I was on my laptop, but I still use it all the time.
So I think one of the biggest things in terms of designing for mobile is to understand that the screen size of the device is the big variable. It's much more constrained than in the desktop space. You have to optimize for a smaller screen. And basically that means not trying to replicate everything that you do in the desktop world. You have to avoid visual overload. So you really need to bridge the reality of the situation with the customer expectation. And part of how you can do that is to really see the customer experience through their eyes with something like T-Leap CX Mobile.
It becomes just hard, it's not easy.
And usually if I'm buying something on my phone, it's because I need it.
Well, I just then don't bother. I don't go back and try and fix it because the world should make it easy for you.
There's so many options. If any site turns me off in any way, I'm on to the next.
You need to consider the interaction of the user with your application or with your website. And you need to remember that when you're designing for the human finger, you need to keep a very simple, happy path for the customer, for the consumer. You can't have a lot of pages. You certainly can't have large forms that require a lot of text entry. All of that really forces the consumer to abandon. It creates an obstacle. And these people want to transact with you. They want to do business with you. When you're looking at mobile, you need to look at what are the most compelling things for your end consumer. You don't need to put your entire catalog of merchandise, goods, services, whatever, on the mobile website or in your native application. There's a huge amount of money at stake in mobile commerce today, and even more in the future. Creating a competitive differentiator around ease to use is key to grabbing more dollars than the competition. You want to design your application or your website so a person can come to the site, they can search for something, they can find whatever it is, they can decide to transact or not transact, and then walk away, all within a matter of seconds. T-Leap CX Mobile is going to let you see exactly what your customer is seeing. It's going to let you understand the customer experience, whether that's occurring on a mobile site, whether it's within a native application, or some form of hybrid application or HTML5 web app. We're going to give you the literal visibility to see exactly what the customer is seeing, what they're experiencing, as well as a wealth of information that lets you understand what's working, what isn't working, where they're struggling, and then take steps to optimize and fix that flow. Thanks for joining us today. For more information, either request a meeting or visit us at tleaf.com.